Hello guys, and welcome back to another video with myself, Warframe Leech. Today, we are going to go over Zephyr. Zephyr Prime herself. Now, she is probably one of the most forgotten Warframes. People barely use her. But I'm here to tell you that you should start using her again. Because, damn, damn, she's very good. And her tornadoes are disgusting. But I actually have a bit of a synergistic build with you today with Zephyr. So guys, let's talking. Let's jump into game to show you what this build is about and why we're talking about it. I'll show you how good it is. Guys, I'll see you in the game. Okay guys, we're here. Had a bit of trouble. So as you do when you come into Luna. So we're in a survival Luna. The enemies are 180 to 200. It's just because it's Zephyr. So I'm going to drop an energy pod here because we are going to be needing an energy pod 100% to get it all started. And as you can see, we are using Sata's Whisper for this. Now there's a bit of a synergistic with Sata's Whisper. Yeah. I'm just going to show you it in here so that you can understand. So let's actually get into this. So we're going to press 3, and 3 is pretty much you don't get hit with any projectile. That's literally what R3 does. So we're going to use 1 as Sata's Whisper. We're going to be doing a lot of damage. We're going to take on a lot of corrupted. But here's the thing. Oh my word, the Zephyr really does fly like. But here's the thing that we're going to go on about is our tornadoes, right? So there's our tornadoes. It's instant death with this gun because of the thing beside it. The synergistic with this gun is crazy with Sata's Whisper. Okay, so we can do here, and obviously I got the Piranha on me, and we can just go to Piranha, and everything dies during the Piranha. But the Piranha doesn't proc. Piranha doesn't proc corrosive. Oh, okay, well let's take this guy out. Right, so let's go here. Okay, you need to come through here anyway. Yeah. That didn't really work out well for you, I can tell you that. But the Piranha doesn't proc corrosive while we're shooting a buckshot. But the buckshot does. So, whenever we were shooting a buckshot, we have guaranteed corrosive procs. Guaranteed. Right? So, gonna be one end of the middle and shoot the circle and everything just dies. So we need to find an Axis unit that has a bit of armor, because this is the only way that I'm going to show you. Or actually, you know what I'll do? I'll go into a bit of a bit of the simulation. And I just forgot myself where I was trying to spit it out. Gonna go into simulation, and I will show you there. So yeah. So this is this build. Now remember as well, this build can be used in any content whatsoever. You can take this build to level cap. This is a level cap build. Can you use this? Can you use this for everyday use? Of course you can. This is a really good build. So look. So here we go. So right here, instant death because of the headshot. So Sata's Whisper has a little mechanic where you put a bubble around their head as well. So that's another thing. So you have all of these instant damage as well. So instant damage, dead. So a bit of an instant damage. I actually died there. Hold on, let me get up. Oh, that's gonna be. I don't know what I did, but I got up. Seda's Whisper has an extra of instant damage, so yeah, that is insane. So right here, so there you go. Straight away, he dies. He dies because I shot him in the head. So you can use it as normal fire if you want. Obviously my Worm Prime is dead, so I'm shooting fairly slow. So let's get the 3 up. Let's hit 4. Let's get everything going. There you go, guys. I'll see you in the arsenal. Okay, guys, we're in the arsenal, and yeah, we're here. That just showed you the wee demonstration about Zed's Whisper and the gun. It's crazy. It is crazy. So let's actually go over Zephyr's kit. So I'm actually not using her one right now because I decided to go for a weapon platform build, and obviously her one synergizes with her passive, but I personal preference, I didn't like it. The being in the air, it's all personal preference when it comes to that at the end of the day. But I went for Zed's Whisper, the Helmet Fit Out, to get the extra damage, the extra instance damage on Zed's Whisper. That is literally what I went for. Now, her passive is literally, she moves faster, she falls slower. While she's in the air, she gets 150% critical chance with weapons airborne. Perfect. I love it. Onto her second is her Airburst. Her Airburst is literally applies IPS on the damage and obviously drags everyone in. The the damage growth obviously depends on the enemy. How many enemies that are in it, it's 35%. Turbulence, you can't get any simple on what it says. You literally do not get hit by any incoming projectiles. It literally reflects it away. She doesn't get hit by any bullet. It's literally as it says right there. Onto her turbulence, well, sorry, not her turbulence, or tornado. Her tornado is literally the ultimate that she has. Cast tornadoes on the floor. When you press, tornadoes literally fly out. When you hold, the tornadoes are literally in, literally sanctuary in place, literally stationary, not sanctuary, stationary, and people walk in and they're getting dragged in if you obviously have a bit of a synergistic build like Anonymous or a Magnus Anomaly, if I said it correctly. You also drag people in here as well, so that's where her tornadoes are perfectly good. Now the Archon Charge. Archon Charge are 2 casting speed charge. Obviously you can turn these into TIE Forge. TIE Forge is actually preferred, it's obviously better. Now we go over to the green charge. It happens to be the Emerald Archon Charge. Now this is synergistic with the the EFV5 Jupiter. Yeah, you're gonna armor strip. So you're gonna be armor stripping Pacific targets because Zephyr's Tornadoes does extra damage and it does a lot of extra damage as well. So this is the reason why these are here. And I've already shown you that what the weapon can do whenever a buckshot gets fired. It is crazy. And the last but not least is a TIE Forged Amber Archon Shard for a parkour velocity. Parkour velocity on Zephyr is a nice quality of life. That's literally all it is for. You can't really put much on Zephyr for what I can see, but she has literally everything on her kit. That survivability, damage, mobility, CC, it's all there. She has it. So let's go over the build. Now, Zephyr, I have decided to go growing power, prime skill issue. Growing power is you're going to be the weapon status. You're going to be afflicting a lot of weapon statuses anyway. This is what we're doing. Prime surefooted is prime skill issue is for the 100% chance to resist knockdown. You don't want to go on your ass. You literally need to stay on it. Prime continuity and augur message for the ability duration. This is needed for the tornadoes, her turbulence, and Zed's Whisper itself. Prime flow for the energy conversion because we will be using a lot of energy because we will be literally doing a lot of tornado placing and obviously using Zed's Whisper as well. Rolling guard for those shit moments because we will always have those shit moments. Obviously when her 3 runs out, you need to recast it again, and sometimes you will get hit. So rolling guard, you don't want to get hit with a nasty status effect, so this is the reason why this is here. It's for your oh shit moments. Equilibrium for the health and energy conversion. You want to keep up and stacked up on your health and keep your energy economy nice and topped up as well. Blind Raids for the ability strength that we can see now. The only mod that we have that is here that's added straight to it. Obviously this is conditional and obviously this is conditional as well. It needs to be met before it is added on to the strength. We have Strax. God damn it, brother. We have stretch and arc reach to give us 175 range on the tornadoes, and that is, believe it or not, a 43.75 meter. Damn, that is huge. Now, we have Arcane Energize. Arcane Energize is obviously a flex. You can obviously replace it if you desire. Entirely up to you. Mult Augment is mandatory. Don't replace it because the more damage you have on Santa's Whisper, the better it's going to be. So, let's go on to the uh, the weapon itself. So Jupiter. Now, Jupiter has a bit of a unique trait, and I actually love this unique trait. This is what made me fall in love with this weapon. I am obviously happy that DE added this weapon in. Probably one of the best weapons they've added in, and actually has a bit of a decent unique gimmick. And damn, I absolutely love it. Now, its unique trait is the alternate fire charges up the burst of a buckshot. Each pallet always guaranteed, inflicts corrosion status on hits. Now, it's corrosive. So, as everyone knows that the majority of projectile weapons are multiplicative. Uh, happens to be a projectile weapon in the buckshot. It's also multiplicative, and galvanized altitude goes perfectly well with this. It's actually huge. Is it multiplicative or is it additive? Well, I'll let you decide that out, but for what my testing is, that it is multiplicative with a galvanized altitude. The normal fire is additive when it comes to its damage. So yeah. So I have a Riven here, and it is obviously multi-shot, ammo maximum, and fire rate. The ammo maximum, I wouldn't worry about it. It's actually here for the multi-shot because we're all about using its unique fire. And goddamn, we're sitting on a whopping 28.1 multi-shot. That is huge. And the fire rate. If you do not have this Riven, put a fire rate mod on because the weapon does need fire rate for its charge. It is a charge time, and we need the charge time. It's really, really good. Now we have viral. Obviously, we're going to need viral because it will be practicing a lot of slash. And corrosive, obviously being its main damage. So viral, corrosive, and slash. Huge. It is actually huge. We have the crit delay for the crit. Obviously, being in the air with Zephyr as well, you're going to hit orange crits, so that is huge. Galvanized Chamber for the multi-shot, and obviously the Riven itself multi-shot. Serration for the damage, base damage increase, and Viral Sense for the crit damage. Our Arcane is primary merciless. The reason why is because we're going to be using the tornadoes, and you won't be hitting headshots while the tornadoes are up because you do extra damage with our tornadoes. And obviously this gives you a base damage increase for 4 seconds for 12 acts, and the reload speed is nice to have. We're going to go on to the Piranha. The Piranha is literally the same as I put up in Blade Star. It has not changed. A secondary elevate. And we go on to a Fall Core. The Fall Core is literally the same. Melee influence. It has not changed. Onto the Companion. The Companion is the Worm Prime. The Worm Prime that we are going to be using is the Negate Manifold Bond Calculator Redirection Sacrifice. You can get rid of this if you want. It is entirely up to you. You do not need to use it. Realistically, you can actually get rid of it and use Curlet Link, Shield Charger, Assault Mode. It is entirely up to you. This is here because it's quality of life for me. It's not like you're going to go down, but the Sentinel is here anyway. The problem is you're going to be having a lot of recovery time. Well, you're not going to be hitting the headshots, but you are going to have the 1.2 crit multiplier on top of that because your companion's weapon needs to have 50% chance over, and it does. Guardian Dual Axe Bond, Reinforced Bond, Calculate Redirection, makes Reinforced Bond activated. Sim Deconstruct and Dual Axe Bond work perfectly well together. Yeah, they do work. I've tested this numerous of times. They work so well together with your energy economy. It is really good. And obviously everyone knows Tenacious Spawn. Obviously if you get the headshots, your companion's recovery is timed by 3 seconds. And vacuum right there. Now, if you want to change out certain things, so for example, a lot of people are not going to like the sacrifice. You can actually take out sacrifice and put in the Mountain Spawn. Mountain Spawn gives your companion weapon a random melee element damage for 30 seconds and reduces the companion's recovery time by 18 seconds as well. This is very freaking huge. That's 18 seconds. So if I kill 3 Axelis units, my companion's literally almost up already. That is actually good. Tidy up to you. And obviously the weapon of choice is the burst laser prime. You can also use the fur glass as well. The reason why I am not using the fur glass, because it doesn't really spread as much, but you need to have a ribbon that has crit chance. Yeah, that's literally it. So as well, let's talk about a bit of a gimmick on the Sada's Whisper and the Buckshot. Now, the Sada's Whisper and the Buckshot is obviously that everyone knows that Sada's Whisper is an extra of instant damage, so it will full damage all attacks that equip the weapons when activated. Now, it's extra damage. So, let's actually go and do a bit of talking about it. Now, we're going to go and show you. So, whenever you're shooting a weapon, you see an instance, right, of Sada's Whisper. As you can see, right? So it's separate damage. Obviously, Sada's Whisper scales off your Sada's chance as well. But as you can see, right? But what if I was to use that in a buckshot form? Oof. Yeah. So the instance actually works on the buckshot as well. Now it does work on all of the instance of buckshot, but the problem is the weapon does that much freaking damage in its buckshot. It only comes up that you're packing 1 or 2, maybe 3 in the buckshot. The instant damage is crazy, but the instance that you're having with the buckshot is that the fall off damage on this weapon doesn't exist when you have Sada's Whisper procced on the enemy's head. It does not exist whatsoever. It will do ridiculous amounts of damage. The fall off is supposed to fall off all of its damage. It doesn't. Like it doesn't. I'm still one-shotting actually units in the head from 20 meters, 25 meters away. It is disgusting. I absolutely love it. But obviously, there's obviously better weapons out there than this. But I actually like this weapon, and yeah. So, guys, this is the build for Zephyr. This is the way I play her. I actually really enjoy Zephyr. A very underrated Warframe, a forgotten Warframe to be precise. And yeah, I do hope that this video has helped you understand Zephyr, and as well, hope you've fallen back loving holy English. I hope that this video has helped you to fall back in love with Zephyr as well, because she is a really good frame. But yes, guys, this is it. And this is the video for Zephyr, the build that I use for Zephyr Prime. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be leaving all my links at the bottom. Twitch and the TikTok. Come and drop a follow. Guys, we are smashing our goal. And actually, we did smash the goal. And your boy Ken won 1,000 plat, guys. You can be literally in a chance to win 1,000 plat whenever I reach the goal of 1,000 subs on the YouTube. Guys, you guys are absolutely amazing. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for supporting me in my journey. I really do appreciate it. But before I do go, I do want to address something that I have made a mistake, and that I did make a mistake very well. I recently uploaded a Eidolon hunt guide, and I actually took that down because 2 people actually faltered out that saying that I spread false information. Guys, I do not want to spread any false information in this game. I fucking love and cherish this game. So I never knew the way Shatter and Impact worked, and I put it up that I was obviously building a lot of status. I want to build a lot of status because it's actually not only used for Eidolon hunting, it's actually used for outside of it. The status that you build on it, and actually the melee dupe actually procs twice. So whenever you're doing the damage, you're going to one-shot the guy's armor very quickly. So this is one of the reasons why I used it as well. The Shatter and Impact instance, I never knew that all you needed was the actual impact damage. So if you do watch this video, I'm personally apologizing to you, and you given a full meta guide on the chat, and I literally just brushed it off and called it a void. I want to apologize. That is my fault. That was just me being hot-headed. Obviously, not very good for a content creator. I really do appreciate that you decided to give me your meta guide. So, because I've made this vital mistake, I am gonna go and do another video on this, and I'm gonna do it the proper way, on the way that I hunt, and the way it should be done, and I'm going to explain everything perfectly down to the T. And again, I do apologize. It is my fault. But yes, guys, I've literally crossed and brushed off the situation that I want to address, the problem that I want to address, and now it's done. I do appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.